Hi friends, today I'm sharing 7 beautiful autumn projects all made with Dollar Tree and Dollar General finds. Quick, easy, and perfect for fall decorating. Let's jump right into it. For my first project, I'm going to be taking this poster board and I am going to be cutting just the piece, and then this leather leaf, I'm going to trace it into the poster board. Once that is traced, then I come in with my scissors and I go ahead and cut it. And this is how it turned out. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and put it to the side, and in the meantime I have this little plastic piece. I purchased this at Dollar General for $1. I'm gonna go ahead and take this khaki color and give it 2 coats in the inside. I'm going to be adding some glue and make sure that the entire leaf is covered. Once that is done, I'll place it on top of this plastic decorative piece. I'm also going to be hot gluing this pleather leaf. I love this leaf. This leaf, I purchased it several years ago at Dollar Tree. I have not seen it this year. And I'll be placing it right on top of the other leaf. Look at how beautiful this turned out. And then for the inside, I have different floral from my stash. I'm just going to go ahead and start adding all types of flower in the inside. And then this will be it. This turned out absolutely gorgeous. Let me know what you think in the comment section.
So grab your glue, your tape, your tools. Let's turn Dollar Tree finds into something cool. Let's get started, come craft with me. On DIY with Aurea, it's magic you'll see.
I'm going to be taking this pumpkin and cutting it in half. Once that is cut in half, I also have another piece that I purchased at Dollar General because that day I bought 2 of them. I'm going to be gluing it right on top with plenty of hot glue. I'm going to be using the light mocha, but this time I'm going to be painting the outside, and I'll give it 2 coats. Once everything is nice and dry, I'm going to come in with this melted chocolate acrylic paint, and with this little brush, I'm just going to go ahead and start making or tracing these little dents right here. And I'm going to come in with a wipey because I thought that it went too dark. And I also have this wood dowel. I'm going to be creating the pedangle. But before I do that, the first thing I'm going to be doing is painting it with the same melted chocolate. I'm going to just do this little piece over here because we don't need the pedangle to be that big. And then I'm going to come in and cut it to size. Once that is cut, then all I'm going to be doing is adding some hot glue and placing it in place. I also have several little flowers. I'm going to be cutting this from this branch, and with some hot glue I'm going to be gluing it right by the pedangle. And this video is part of an open collaboration. I'm going to talk to you about that a little later. I thought about it and I think that adding a little bit of jute cord right up here would make this look even better. I also have some more greenery that I'm going to be incorporating it with some hot glue. I'm also going to be adding some more jute cord right down here below. And then of course I'm going to be filling this in with fall floral. And I need for you to tell me in the comment section what you think about this one. Do you like the first one with the leaf, or do you like this one with the pumpkin? I'm also going to be adding some fall floral. And here it is, my dear friends. I hope you enjoy it.
Fall, y'all, and I'm back again with leaves and pumpkins and a glue gun in my hand. Hat glow's here and it's working just fine. Crafting.
It was Saturday morning and I said, I'm going to go ahead and take a walk around the block and do some exercise. And I spotted a garage sale, and I spotted also this little water jar or vase, and they had it for 50 cents. And I'm like, I'll take that. So I brought it home. I gave it a wipe, and as you see, I am giving it 2 coats with white chalk paint. When I saw this jar, I immediately thought about fall decor. I also got this beautiful napkin. I'm taking that 1 ply out and then I'm gonna come in with my brush. I'm gonna wet it, and as you can see, the jar is already dry and with the 2 coats. And back to the napkin, I'm taking my little brush, dipping it in a little bit of water, and then just taking out with my fingers the piece that I'm going to be using. I'm going to continue to do the same thing until it's like really close to the pumpkin. Now, I lost the footage, guys, I gotta tell you. But all I did is I took some Mod Podge and I placed it right in front of the jar that we just finished painting, and with a lot of Mod Podge I was able to glue it into the front of the water jar or vase, whatever you want to call it. After that, I also came in with more Mod Podge and I did an entire coat to the entire piece, and then this is how it turned out. I think it looks absolutely amazing. And of course, this floral, I was digging through my fall bins, and I have so much floral from the fall that I didn't have to go and buy absolutely nothing. And my friends, I didn't spend 1 penny for this project. I mean, the 50 cents, yeah, that's about it. The floral I already had in hand. The napkin I also had in hand. I found all of this stuff in my fall bin. And also these little pumpkins, I already had them as well. I'm sure that you can find all of these items at the Dollar Tree. Dollar General also has some floral. And then guys, this is it for this project. Here's the final reveal. I hope you enjoy it, and it's your turn to let me know what you think about this simple project.
With colors of autumn in every display, so grab your supplies, let's do this right, making fall magic from morning to night. Chargers, wood, and pumpkins too.
My dear friends, today is another open collaboration, Talented Creators. This is hosted every single month by myself and Loli from Loli D's Creation. Every month we bring a guest host, and this month is Michelle from Southern Shell. I am so honored that she accepted our invite. She is so talented. I'm going to be leaving the links directly to both of their channels down in my description box, along with a playlist. Please make sure to visit them and show them lots of love by subscribing, sharing, and liking to their channels. And if you are here from one of their platforms, it's such an honor to have you here. I hope you consider subscribing, and like that you won't miss any of my future videos. And now let's get started with our next project. And here is another simple project. This one I purchased at Dollar Tree, and this one is new to my store. I had never seen these before. As you all know, prices went up, so I paid $150, and all I'm doing is taking this light mocha acrylic paint and going over these little grooves right here. I'm gonna also do the same thing to the outer pumpkin. And then once I was done, I came in with my wipey and I started wiping down the acrylic paint just to make it look really nice and light. Once I was done taking out a little bit of this acrylic paint, I went on and I took my heat gun. I made sure that it was nice and dry, and then I have some of these leaves. I'm going to be placing 2 right here by the pedangle. After that was put in place, then I took a little piece of jute cord. I made a simple bow, and then with some hot glue I went on and I glued it right there on the pedangle. And this is so pretty. It's nice and simple, yet it's so cute. And then of course I'm gluing this bow with some hot glue. And then I also went to Michael's several years ago and I purchased these. I think that they put this like in cakes or cupcakes, and then I just took out the little acrylic stick that it brings, and I am gluing it again with more hot glue. And then this is it, my dear friends. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I hope you enjoy this one.
With love and care, don't forget to subscribe. It's totally free, and the playlist is below. Just tap and see DIY.
I'm going to be cutting this parchment paper to size because I'm going to be placing this inside of the frame. So once I traced it, I went on and I cut it, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put the frame back together. Once the frame was back put together. I have a wooden leaf. I've had these for a while. I purchased these at Dollar General, I believe last year. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it one coat with this brown acrylic paint, and I'm just gonna give it one coat. I'm gonna go ahead and add plenty of hot glue, and then I'm just going to be placing it right on top of the glass. I also made a thick raffia bow, and with plenty of hot glue, I'm gonna be gluing it right above the leaf. And look at how beautiful this looks. Off camera, I added that yellow and orange flower, and now I'm going to be adding this green truck, and this is it. Here's the final reveal. I hope you enjoy it.
DIY with Aurea is here to inspire. If you liked it, thumbs up, help this craft catch fire. DIY with Aurea is here to inspire. If you liked it.
I purchased both of these pieces for 50 cents at Dollar General. This first one, I'm going to be painting it with this orange spice, and I'm gonna give it 2 coats. Once the 2 coats are in, then all 4 edges, I am going to be painting it with this light mocha. Once 4 edges are completely done, then I'm going to be taking the same light mocha, and I'll be distressing the entire front of this piece. Now, if you have not figured this out, I am going to be creating a pumpkin. So I'm going to be cutting this little wood piece, and this is going to be my peduncle. And I'll be gluing this piece with some hot glue, and look, it's starting to form as a pumpkin. I also have this leaf, and this is a transferable leaf. All I did was place it right here, rub it, and then of course I'm going to be taking out that plastic, and the leaf should be transferred over to the surface. Once done, then I also made off camera a raffia bow. I'm gonna be gluing it right here with some hot glue, and also this little pumpkin, I'm cutting it in half, and then with more hot glue, I'm gonna be gluing it right in the middle of the raffia. Look at this beautiful piece. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I am already liking it. I was looking at it closer, and I think that adding some of this jute twine here in the bottom will make that statement. I'm gonna show you that in a minute, but then I'm gonna come in with this second piece that I paid also 50 cents for this, and that light mocha, I'm giving it 2 coats. Once the piece is completely dry, then I came in with a piece of wood that I had in my stash, and that's going to be the peduncle with some hot glue. Here it is. And then of course, I am going to be decorating it with this beautiful pleather leaf, and I'm going to be adding plenty of hot glue, and then I'm going to be slightly putting it right here. Look at how gorgeous this looks. Off camera, I made this beautiful little raffia bow, and with plenty of hot glue, I'm going to be gluing it right here by the peduncle, of course. I also went to my stash and I took out some of these orange flowers, and then with some hot glue, I'm going to be gluing it right on top of that raffia bow. And in the bottom, I also added some of that raffia, and this is it, my dear friends. I hope you enjoy it.
Thanks for stopping by and watching till the end. Hope you had fun. Come back again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, it's free. DIY with Aurea creativity.